I've had it, I don't even know if Edmonton won the other night.
They did.
They did? So who are they playing?
I'm not
Nobody.
savvy.
Not that it matters.
Thomas would know. Who's Edmonton playing in the
What's coming
playoffs?
to mind is Arizona. Arizona something.
Coyotes?
I have no clue.
It just said that.
No, I lost hockey when it was no longer Lanny McDonald or Tim Hunter or Theo Fleury or all those guys.
All right.
I would say target what's going on. You know, if hockey's going on, think about hockey and then promote it. Marketing. Yeah, target whatever's going on. That would, you know?
Okay. Whoa, that's very loud. So, everyone, this is the time where we have started the live feed. Why is that
Feedback. Oh, because it's near the plug. No, it's better before.
Is that better? Yeah, that's way better. Okay, so we are live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And we are live at 1136 8th Avenue Southwest. We are going to ask you, nay, insist that you.
She's too gentle. If we're going to sell your art pieces, we need your help. Wave your hand at me if you can hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You need to find a device in your pocket. Wait, can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Can you guys at the front hear me? If you need to have a cell phone or some kind of device, find your device in your pocket, find the live feed, and click share. It's life or death for us. We Jess and I work here for free, January, February, March. In March, it cost us $1,900 to work here.
Yay.
When we add it up, it comes down to 2 Mustangs and a Camaro. No, 2 Mustangs and a Volkswagen we could have bought for what we've spent keeping this place open. We don't charge admission. We hate taking half your sale. The other half goes to keeping the rent. And if we're going to keep the gallery open, what we need you to do is find us on Facebook and click the share button. Currently, most of our art buyers are going to be at home. You'll notice these chairs in front are here for them if they want to come and buy stuff. But if you're hoping to sell work, what we really need for support is for you to find the link and share it. You could email it to your rich Uncle Ted. You could use Facebook and share it. You could use YouTube and share it. You could use Instagram and share it, but we need help sharing. Sharing is caring.
Is there anything other than Facebook that you can share?
YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
We will share to Twitch and
We'll learn how to do these things.
I think actually we have TikTok. We should be broadcasting to TikTok too. The trouble with that is, like, as we broadcast broader and broader, the auction trackdowns can get sketchier and sketchier.
Well,
So, like, if we put this event on CBC, we'd get hundreds of thousands of calls, but tracking down the sales would be a nightmare because you get funny people floating out. I'll bid $22,000 on that piece. And
that's why
my
we
name is Jeff.
asked everyone to go through the text
Jeff
message.
something. What?
And
Wait, what
then,
are you saying?
well, we asked everyone to go through the text message so we don't have to go through different messaging issues. But you're right. I like when we know the people. That's kind of, it's small, but we know
We're
the people
here
who are
in
bidding.
Lottie for 7 more months, so come
Yeah.
visit us, be part of the family.
So,
And
yeah, and
have
also
fun.
we're having shows on the wall, so you're gonna miss all the beautiful things. So we have Alvin's work up on the wall. Come down and see Alvin's work, and then we are going to be putting George's work up very shortly. It will be up next week and the week after. So that is going to be George's work, and wonderful. We're gonna start the auction, and this is how it goes. Artists set their own minimum bid. Half the sale goes. Half the sale goes to the artist, and half the sale goes to the house just to pay rent. Rich puts all his money in. I Kelly's there. I put all my money in what I sell. I haven't been selling. I've been making pieces to put up for a workshop that I'm doing on June 20th. So I'm releasing my book on June 20th at the Memorial Park Library, and I'm going to do a workshop and sell books. Owl's Nest will be there to sell the books, and it's a free event.
You should stand there all night.
And we are going to start selling the pieces. So when you are bidding, this is how the bidding works. You text 403-629-7424 or say something out loud to us here.
403-629-7424.
And then we have a bidding war because hopefully more than 2 people end up bidding on a piece. That'd be a lovely event. And then when people get a piece, then I go through and I confirm things over the weekend and say, hey, just confirming you got this piece, and let us know when you can pick up your piece. Well, that brings me to the next thing. We only have 7 months left. If you have pieces that you need to pick up, please come down, pick them up. We are.
Thank you, Patty and Thomas, for sharing.
Zach and Kelly are there backstage, and I'm gonna start pulling pieces up. And we have 8 people online.
Hey, people online!
And
For
that's
God's
something.
sake, click share, 8 people.
Okay. So here we go. This is really lovely. Patty dropped off. Yay! Zach's painting there. Kelly's working from her studio. Very nice seeing everybody. 9 people online. So this is by Patty. Look how
Oh!
beautiful.
Ooh.
Look, it's multifaceted.
Oh,
And there,
Look
at this
look at this beautiful crack. It's a bee crack. Beautiful crack.
and then there's a magpie, and then there's a beautiful landscape on the back. So there are lots of different
Magpie.
Oh, and a tree on the side. There's so many different
Armageddon. Magpie. This is way harder than you think. Spinning this rock because everything in the camera switch.
This
Bee
is by Patty.
crack. Beautiful
and-
crack.
The opening bid is $10. So if you would like to bid on this beautiful rock, it is $10. Text 403-629-7424.
That's 403-629-7424. 403-629-7424. I also like the rock again for home defense.
Yeah, there's so
Bam!
many pieces that you can just
Right.
have
Bam.
for self.
Can you imagine getting knocked out by a
By
bee crack?
butt, yeah. By bee crack.
Bee crack.
I still have the heart rock that went through the front window.
Oh yeah. Did you get that?
Yeah, I still have it. It's awesome.
I know whose rock that is now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's really cute actually.
It's
So what
cute.
happened was we had a friend. He came in. Half of his face was tattooed, and I remember it was kind of a shockingly not good tattoo. And then nobody asked him because we don't ask stuff like that. And he was a good friend of ours. And he came and he would take part. And I remember he joined another gallery, and they kind of gave him a hard time about the face tattoo. But we just really loved him. He's a really great guy. And then he also kind of lived homelessly on the streets nearby. And so for an entire summer, whenever we ate out, we would bring home the take home, and we'd give him half of what we were gonna eat went to leftovers. Thought, oh great, we have lunch tomorrow. Yeah, I'll turn the sound down on them. Thank you for sharing that. We love it. And then so he was actually nearby on the night when the rock came through the window. We went to the Indian food place. We saw him. We gave him our food. It was spicy. And then we went home, grabbed some stuff, came here, and there was a rock through the window. And it was like, I almost went and asked him if he saw it. Also, I feel really guilty about this. The kids from Aberhart grad were walking by, and we thought the Aberhart kids smashed
Or
our
just
window.
like the high school kids,
Yeah.
because it was all grad.
And then so we kind of forgot about it. We sold the rock that came through the window. And about 4 years later, he calls me up. He's on the outside of a train, right? He's train hitching in between the trains where the box cars, he's sitting like straddle, like horse style, his feet dragging on the tracks, going from like, I don't remember, BC to like Saskatchewan or something. And he was in the 12-step program. And actually it teaches you a lot, because I was so wounded that he broke our window, but I didn't freak out. And then, so we chatted for about an hour or two, and he was in the 12-step program. And one of his steps was to contact us and let us know that he was sorry. And, you know, you kind of have this thought, like, that was the one guy I didn't think that would break our window. And because we've been feeding him every night for months. And when I didn't ask right away, he finally kind of coughed it up and sort of explained to me. He was sitting over there on the street, and he's having a rough day, and he decided to go over there and jump off the bridge. And we've actually stopped a couple people from jumping off specifically that bridge over the years. And on his way over to kill himself on the bridge, he decided he needed to hurt somebody that he loved. And he threw that rock through our window, not out of spite, not out of anger, but because he was so upset. He just needed to hurt somebody. And he was trying to explain to me that it didn't make sense to him to hurt a stranger. He wanted to hurt us because he loved us. And it was a cry for help. And thank goodness he didn't jump off the bridge. And when you realize stuff like that, the window doesn't make a big deal. We've actually had a couple of people offer to fix that window, and we said no thanks, because we're hoping he'll get back in time to fix it before we close. So we've been saving the broken window for him, because it was part of his 12-step program that it was really exciting for him to help fix it. But he I hope he made it to where he was going, because he was
On a train.
straddling the attachment between two trains the last time we spoke to him. And he called me video. So I'm watching the landscape whip past him. He's like, "Hi, Rich!" It's like 4 a.m. "I'm gonna come fix your window." I'm like, "Where the hell are you?" So these are the days of our lives, and they're pretty exciting days. And yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
These are the days of our lives.
Are you gonna write a book?
Another one?
Yes.
Another one? I mean, the stories of Rumble House.
Yes.
Oh, it's so nice. Someone messaged, "I've been watching for the past 3 weeks. Big fan of the auctions. Hope to be able to bid next week." Nice.
You can bid
You
this
bid
week.
from wherever you are. You can text.
Yeah,
And we can mail out the work. We mail
We'll take you on credit.
all over the place. We mail to Illinois. We mail to
As long as
BC.
we get the money before the end of the month, next week's just as good as this week.
Oh yeah, as long as we get the money by the end of the month, it's not a big deal. So if that's what's
Some encouragement to bid.
you just
Did
bid.
you show any works there, baby cakes?
Yeah, we showed the rock, and now I'm showing by Brandon. Or opening bid, $10. And you can text 403-629-7424.
That's 403-629-7424. 403-629-7424.
And we'll keep showing things throughout the night. So people, if they're
Can anybody
joining in.
confirm that we're on Instagram? Because here's a funny thing.
Yeah, it
Do you
says
see it?
yeah.
Okay.
So this is by
If
Tiana.
you want to see it, come on up close.
I can do the live. I'm just trying to share.
This is by Tiana. Opening is $50. It is many different layers and materials and stacks of very awesome imagery. The opening bid is $50. I really like the stenciling and the layering in this one. Opening $50.
Oh, this one went last year.
Let's not sell it again like we did with the other pieces. Good. This is another one. Did you say 20 for this one, Tiana?
Oh, wow.
10? Awesome. Okay. This one, if you have less wall space, this is also by Tiana, and it is opening at 10. $10 to Thomas. Thank you. I love the paisley designs. I love the skull.
Actually, make it 15.
15 to Thomas.
I don't know who that other Thomas guy was, but
You are always welcome to outbid your other self. Opening or current bid is $15 to Thomas.
$20 bid from who's this? Hi, who's this? Is that you, Thomas?
for me,
Just writing it down. Okay. So yeah, when you text in, put your name, say, hey, I am so and so, and I'm bidding on this piece.
It's Sean, are you a secret? That's how tired I am. What is it? Yes. Sean, thank you. Oh, is that Sean is a secret? Thank you. Okay. Sean bid $20. I don't know if Sean wanted
Sean.
a secret, but
Is it SHAWN?
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It's a secret, Sean. Let me know, Sean, if I blew that.
So that's currently, and Sean confirmed
I meant to say Joseph.
that this is 20 now.
Which one is
okay.
that?
Is that the one he was bidding on?
Is it a skull?
This is also the.
Here,
this
let me
is-
send the picture. Oh, hold on. Not a secret. Oh, thanks. Good. I'm just double checking. Bam.
Very cool. All right. So now there are lots. I'm sorry. I'm just like
Yes, the skull. $20 for the skull.
beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
Sorry.
you,
So yeah, if you're bidding, text us your name, text us what you're bidding on, and your bid, and that is awesome. Then we have your contact so that we can text you back when it's like confirming time on the weekend. By Alex. This is by Alex. This is called Be Free. Opening bid is $50. The subtle gradients and the textures of this piece will just make you very happy. I would say it would make you happy. Opening $50. Now, Rich Taylor. Okay. Rich Taylor, can I put in some of your pieces?
Yes.
You have some beautiful pieces.
Thank you.
Can I? Here, I'm going to put them in this order. So first,
What is that?
chronological because he painted this one first.
Yeah.
Okay, so the fun thing about watching Rich's pieces recently is his total just like throwing himself in and not being super concerned about.
I've never been super concerned.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's never like you've ever like been too concerned with like what other people think of your work because you're always very
I've allowed myself some more space to
Yeah.
paint what I want.
so like really authentic, really lovely pieces have been coming out of this man. There's a few things happening here. This is watercolor on really nice paper. We have our river. We have our beautiful trees with our beautiful birds. And we have Rich Teru and the River Troll. And I love how recently he's been painting this beautiful gaze out of his paintings that the eye just like finds you. So you find this really beautiful quiet moment between Rich. This is actually the time of year, if you haven't read The River Troll, this
is where it's at.
this is exactly the time of year where he wrote the book. And there's a line in the
That's
opening.
the where and the when,
It's-
and we're in it.
It's June and it's really warm, and I think he'll just go for a walk. And the narrator, goes and meanders and walks to the river and meets with his troll friend, and so you can really hear the conversations these two have. He's not as British as you'd think. These lines live in my head, so if you read the book, that'd be great. You can get his book at any Indigo, Chapters, Amazon, Shelf Life, Owl's Nest, The River Troll. There's a colored version and a black and white version. It is an award-winning book too, so there's lots of history in these pieces that he makes. Also, Is that the Baba Yogs on the
It is.
riverside? Okay, and she has her pot, and you know what? We were riding our bike by the river, and there was a huge metal pot on the side of the river, and I was like, "That's Bobby!" And I just about crashed my bike because I was like, "Look, she was here." Rich like, "Of course she was. That's why she's part of the book." I was like, "Ah." While we're on the watercolor shtick here, this may seem like a calm landscape from far away. But no, there are many goblins and ghouls in here. Oh wait, what's your opening bid for the River Troll?
I'm trying to find a copy of the book.
Oh, they're all in the there. They're all there. All there. They're
Those are your books.
there.
Where? Oh, you're right. Okay.
I'm heavy breathing in the microphone.
It's all right. Where's the River Troll painting?
There.
Okay, so here's how I'd like to do this. This painting here would be a lot more enjoyable if you had this. Where's the book? There it is. And so this is the River Troll. It is the color version of the book. Maybe I'll show you rather than tell you.
Yeah.
Will that? No.
Yeah.
And so here it is. It's colored. It's illustrated. This is kind of neat. I was chatting with one of my kids at school today. Was it today? Like this week. So what day is it? Wednesday? And like Harvey Nickel came by our school. Like they hired him to come and do an event. Harvey Nickel comes in here, and we know Harvey really well. And then so it's kind of cool because it's like the kids were flipping out that a famous artist came to the school to do an event. And then I saw her. I totally knew Harvey was coming, so I ambushed him. I was like, "Hey, Harvey!" And Harvey's eyeballs popped out. I was like, "Rich, what are you doing here?" So, and then he recovered really fast. So Harvey Nichols did not let on that he knew me much, but it was cute. It was a cute kind of ambush. But I had this funny chat, and it was just one of those like magic moments where I think I've got about 3 days left before they give out the next Alberta Illustrator of the Year award, and so I think he said something like, "Well, you think you're the best?" We're talking about illustration. And I think because he knows I'm a painter, he's like, "Well, this is illustration. What do you know about illustrations?" Like, so happens I happen to be the Alberta Book
winner,
Illustrator of the Year. So, and that's just for a couple more days before they announce the next winner. And so, anyways, that said, this painting is of this book, and this book is current price is supposed to go for $30 Canadian, but I'm going to sell this book, the color version, award-winning, and this painting for a combination of starting bid of $20. So you get a $30 book. It's like negative $10 for this painting. That works out. And then I'd love to know what you think of it. But those things go together. That's my opening bid. And this one here.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about it? Because I was just going to start talking.
It's just got some ghouls in it because I'm a Jim Henson nut, and we were watching a documentary about Jim Henson, and I was looking at Jim Henson's sketches, and I just felt my heart beating and inspired to paint. But it is fun because I remember one of the first things I wondered about painting was how to paint water. And I think I was 17 and I was pretty good at a lot of things, but I remember thinking to myself, how do I make paint? It's water, watery paint. How do I make my paint look like water? And I remember looking really hard at other paintings of water, seeing how other artists were making the pigments and the paints look like water. And then this is kind of neat because I managed to pull off a reflection of the ghouls into the water. You'd have to look at it for. Actually, this is one of the things I really like about where we're at right now. Is right now I'm able, like Jess was saying, I think what you meant to say was, I don't know if you're explaining what I was trying to say. Is I'm kind of in a place where I don't have to paint big things that people can see from across the room. I don't have to paint stuff that people might want to put in their kitchens. As I can just kind of relax and ride out the last days of the Rumble House, kind of the way like everybody else gets to. Is it's not so much that I'm worried about making rent off my paintings anymore, as much as I'm just painting what I love for the last few months. So there's this. I actually remembered thinking it probably doesn't show up too well on the screen.
Oh, wait. Oh, awesome. So Justin just bid 25 on Tayana's piece. So Tayana's piece is currently at $25.
Sweet.
Sorry. This is like maybe the actual theme for the night. Look at this cute butt. There's like just cute butts all over the place
Yeah, look at
tonight.
that. 2 butt cracks.
Unintentional awesomeness.
For some reason, in my family, with all 3 of my kids, it happened in different decades. We always called butt cracks bike cracks. So you'd be like, oh, your bike crack is showing.
Sean bid 35 for the skull. Here, I'm going to show the skull.
The skull, yeah.
And then I'll keep talking about
That's okay. And then so it does create a bit of confusion when you come up with your own words for things.
35 currently to Sean.
So yeah, we call butt cracks bike racks, but every now and then I try and explain to him on a bike ride that he needed to park his bike. And he'd be like, you want me to put my bike where? It's like, no, that's actually called a bike rack. So I don't know if that's funny or not.
Have you guys got a bid on that rock?
No, not yet. It's opening 10. 10 to Georgia.
Do you want to
Woo!
hold it and look at it?
Is it really, really, really heavy? Do I have to hire somebody else to carry it home when the day comes?
It's just heavy with awesomeness.
I think you have to keep it too in case somebody outbids me.
I
Or can I?
don't know. You could take it with
So
you,
then I can take it next week.
and we can take the bids. If you lose the bid, you could bring it back too. That'd be painful.
That'd be a sad train ride with the rock.
There's a
There are
story-
10 people with
there's a
us.
story that goes
Georgia-
with that needs a rock, so,
Georgia has it currently at $10.
which I'll tell you about next week.
What is your opening for your Gobbly Ghouls?
$10.
$10. I'm gonna bid 25. Can I tell you, there's a lot of elements in here. So the idea of the sky, and it looks like fire, and the water, and the earth. So we got the 4 elements. And I really love the stars in the sky.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But I did it to get all the elements.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So text 403-629-7424 if you
That's
got
403.
do you wanna, I thought you were gonna show her.
I will.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I guess I should show it.
Joanne bid 45 on the River Troll book and the painting.
Well, that's
That is very kind of you, Joanne.
so the River Troll, wah, wah, and an original painting of. Did you know that this is the River Troll?
Me?
Yeah, somebody was talking to me about like who's the other guy. I'm like, obviously it's the River Troll. I will say though, it's funny. It is a bit of a personified River Troll, and I
Yeah.
was kind of in a very Neanderthal mood. I'm actually going to check my genealogy. Is that what it's called? I'm going to get those DNA tests you can get. I'm specifically wondering a lot about what percentage of Neanderthal I have in me, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about why it occurred to me. I'm probably part caveman, but I think my Neanderthal DNA is going to be interesting to check out. It's either really low or really high.
So Joanne has this combo at $45, and Joanne actually bid $25 on the rock.
Did Georgia take the rock?
No,
Oh,
it's
that's fortuitous.
you.
And this is my painting of what did we call it again? An
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
Oh.
And why did I feel like painting Aphrodite? It was in my. Oh, I'm reading a book about the golden ratio, and so it went through the first few chapters where really kind of debunking a lot of the myths about the Egyptian pyramids being, because it is true when you sort of take art history and they show you all these pictures about how the Egyptian pyramids were part of the golden ratio. You're sort of seeing the Egyptian pyramids, and then you're seeing these lines drawn around. You're like, those lines don't really line up. Do you remember thinking that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same with the Greek Parthenons and stuff. Is you can find the Fibonacci almost everywhere, but a lot of the earlier stuff is kind of erroneous.
Well, it's funny because that's kind of
it
everything.
kind of depends where you measure from.
On aesthetics.
Yeah.
And so you can if you do something that's beautifully aesthetic, then it's probably gonna follow somehow the golden ratio, but it's not I agree. So this is Aphrodite, black light,
So she's got the doves flying up around her. She's got the sea foam splashing up around her. Oh yeah, of course. Thanks, Tiana.
Yeah.
So here. So this one is by Tiana, one of the earlier pieces we showed, and this is under the black light, so you can see the neon paint really reacts
Have you seen
beautifully.
it at home under the black light?
No.
It's a wonderful surprise,
Oh,
isn't it?
that's really awesome.
Yeah.
I love using the neon paints.
So opening $50
I
for
like.
this
I
one.
especially like using them without knowing
And-
what they're gonna look like. Can I just see
Let's see.
Aphrodite one more time?
Yeah, of course. Hold on, can you do this and then I'll show after because I want to hold Aphrodite yet. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Wow.
So Sean currently has this one at 35.
Also, there's this funny story where, like, over Christmas, it suddenly occurred to me that this black light might not be good for us, and we've been cooking ourselves in front of this black light for like.
Cooking up. Oh no, go back. I
What?
wanted to
What's
show
happened?
Aphrodite again.
Okay.
What's the bid for that one?
Yeah.
Aphrodite? $25 opening bid.
Can I bid the 25?
$25
Yeah,
for sure.
Tiana bid 25.
Can I tell you the cute, funny story about this? This goes back to we are going to we're closing down the public space and we're going to do what we do in a different way. We're moving out of the idea of Rumble House and into a thing called the Isle of Rue. And this canvas is on a recycled canvas that my friend Enrique painted on. So he found this canvas in 2015 and he painted on this painting in 2015 and we bought this painting in 2015 and he moved to America in 2015 and Thomas's head just snapped up. He's like, "Did you paint over Enrique's piece?" And I absolutely did. And let me tell you why. We get overrun by art that's left behind. We get overrun by people that bought art and it's waiting to be picked up. We get overrun by people that dropped art off and forgot they had it here. And it's not uncommon for people to come by to pick up stuff that they left at Gorilla House, which was 12 years ago. We keep a storage space across the street. It's mostly right now we're balancing the stuff we're moving out of here, the artwork we're moving out of here. And we're not monsters. We're not going to burn. We're not going to have a bonfire of the art that gets left over. But you have to consider this. The products we use for art aren't like the paper you put in recycling. And I've given away out of this space at least 10 shelves, phone booth, a bunch of stuff. And if we can't move the work out by December, you can't put it in the dump. You can't pay for the storage for the rest of your life. So I had to give myself permission the other day. This is a recent discovery. Is some of the pieces that we've been trying to move for a long time. This piece by Enrique, who I love, I painted over it because this canvas is going to be here for 500 years. And whoever buys it, they could paint over it too. But we need to start finding homes, not just for our paintings, not just for our shelves, not just for these chairs. If you like any of these chairs, let me know. We also need to find homes for all the paintings. And if they're not going to be paintings, if somebody isn't going to hang them, we need them to be repainted. We need them to be recycled and reused because the art products we use are designed to last forever, right? So they're not going to go well in the recycling bucket. And so I was kind of wrapping my head around this. We've had this Enrique piece for 10 years. We weren't going to keep it any longer, and it made it through a few auctions, and nobody picked it up, and I can't afford to mail it back to them. So I did, and on the back you can see some residue of my friend's painting. I am positive if he was on the live broadcast, he'd be like, "That's okay, paint away." But it's a story I wanted to tell because, first of all, because I trust Enrique.
Yeah.
Second of all, because it is kind of a mental shift for us to realize we need to remove all this stuff. And
Like immortality.
so in a way, this is kind of a compromise, not a compromise, but it is absolutely a, structurally speaking, it is a, what do you call it when two of us make something?
Collaboration.
Collaboration, only in terms of the product, but it is a shift in the sense that we can't keep storing the stuff after the gallery's gone. We did keep a storage space at Gorilla for 2 years after we shut down, and then eventually we had to find homes for that stuff too. All the stuff from Gorilla House that was left over ended up in the TV show Black Summer.
This is by Kelly. The opening is 53 for this lovely piece. The little tiger comes out, so she is wired, the little guy. And actually, this is a good example too of pieces that like stuffies or like pieces that were like reanimated, like reutilized. So this is his little garden, and it was cool because there were some conversations of gardens tonight, and there was one of Aphrodite's symbols is the butterfly, and so this is opening $53 for little Indy the tiger, and it's UV reactive as well.
Can I tell you something that is crazy to me?
Yeah.
Turn that light off for a second. I wasn't necessarily sure if I was going to paint this in black light, and then when I finished it, I had some room and some time to rework it, so it became the second painting of the black light. But I painted all this blue here in the background with non-black light reactive, and then I had just a little bit of blue black light reactive, and then so I had this wave here, and I think the wave works quite well in the daylight. But I was thinking about seafoam green, and I thought it would be a little too bang on to use green for my seafoam green foam, because you told me that she had foam.
Yeah.
And this, maybe you guys don't need to know this, but I did some. I like to do throwing the paint near the end, just to get that randomness in it. And I got a glob here. Are you listening?
Yes.
I decided to turn the glob into a wave. And then it's really neat that this totally happened by accident. I shouldn't say that. I should act like I meant to do it. But I accidentally hit an extra glob of green on the painting, which I turned into the wave, and it made a way better wave than I ever imagined. Kind of reminds me of the planetarium where they'd have those, like, you look at the stars and they talk about it being a crab. You're like, not exactly a crab, but then they hit it with the laser lights and you see where they saw the crab.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, so this piece by Tiana got a bid by Justin for $50. So the large piece by Tiana is at $50 to Justin.
You're going to keep us open
here.
tonight. Oh, that's me?
And
So that one and the skull, like, so that one's 50 and the skull
That
is
one?
35?
yeah,
Okay, I'll give you 100 for both.
okay. My brain just bloomed here. So, does that work? Okay. So
I love
the skull and the first piece got a bid as a combo for $100 for both of them.
Was it the same person bidding on?
It was two different people.
Okay. So
So,
can we just confirm that's okay with the?
yeah, and if anyone
Did
bids,
one of them have a bid for $50?
yeah, Justin bid 50 on the big one, and Sean
Okay, so
had
just
a bid
temporarily, I'm going to call it $60 on the big one, and
40 on the
40 on the small one.
right, because that would be both of
If
them up.
they don't go up from
Yeah.
there,
Okay.
then Thomas is on track. If one of them goes up from there,
That's what.
then
Okay.
we'll combine them and
Okay.
and then you get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. There's an option there for each of those
Yeah.
guys to go up by $10.
That is totally fair. Thank you for because I was like,
I sensed it.
this is also by Tiana, the Gorgon, opening 80 opening for this one. Were you saying? Yeah, opening 80 for Medusa. So This painting by Rich Teru. Hope is open. Oh, it's currently at $45 with the book. Oh, I had this one for $25, but we got a bid first. Oh my goodness gracious, this is exciting. We got a bid for $60 from Mark. So this one is currently at $60. Hold on. I got lots of bids coming in. So give me 1 second. So Rich's goalies are at 60 to Mark. Then we got a bid. Sean bid 60 for the skull.
Okay, that's fair. What's it?
And 80 for Medusa. So what is happening? Good things. Good things are happening. Okay. Oh, jeez. Sorry. How do I do this?
Which one?
Okay. So I think that keeps us up to speed. So the skull is currently at 60 to Sean. Medusa's at 80. And then we're going to say that Thomas still has the second piece
At 40.
at 60.
Is that the bigger piece?
The bigger piece is
Okay.
at 60.
Thomas,
Yeah.
are you okay with having the
Bigger.
one piece at 60 instead of the two pieces at 100?
Sorry, what?
Which piece was 60?
So the bigger piece. So they
This
the,
bigger piece
the
is at
skull
60
got
too.
bid on
Does that
again
work for you?
at higher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then that puts that over.
So the bigger piece at 60?
So
Does that work for you?
Yeah, sure.
you have the bigger piece at 60. The Sean has the skull at 60,
Okay.
and the Medusa at 80. Okay. Joanne has Kelly's piece for 70. So that's beautiful. And okay.
Show more pieces. Who's
Yes.
this?
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, actually, this is by Susan. It is opening at $50. It is resin, so it's an acrylic with resin topping. Sorry, I don't know how to say this. So it's a resin piece opening at 50, and it actually comes with her. This was her like sketch that she did with acrylic. So we're talking about how sketches can be in paper, pencil, but it can also be. Sorry. And its opening is $50. So someone was asking about that piece. I'm sorry for butt checking you.
You have to be. It's horrible. Oh,
Okay.
stop it! Oh, $50 on Patty's Rock. Is that Georgia?
Yes.
Okay, Georgia, what was the rock at before? Are you writing this stuff down?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't mean are you writing it down. I just meant are you the one writing it down?
Patty is at 25 to Joanne. So what did she bid?
Who?
At Georgia.
Georgia bid 50.
On the rock?
Yeah. That's me.
No, she. No, no.
Quick, everybody send Jessica cat photos. It's hilarious.
Wait. No. No, she didn't bid on the rock.
Who?
She was asking if she had the rock.
Oh, what did she bid
She's
$50
bidding
on?
$50 on Susan's piece.
Oh.
Susan, 50.
You think we'd be good at this by now?
Then,
Did you share the link?
yes, Joanne has bid on at
Are you getting cat photos?
no, Joanne. Sorry, that was a mix up. You had the rock at 25, my dear. It's
Joanne, you still have the rock. Joanne really are the rock.
okay, Georgia.
Georgia.
Okay, we got a bid from Mark also for $50 on the Aphrodite. So Mark
Right.
is at
Aphrodite.
50. Okay, and okay. Sorry, my brain split in half there. So these are super tiny, cute.
What smells so good?
You
Is it spring? Is the smell coming in
The
from
air?
outside?
Maybe.
What's smelling good?
like all the flowers. These
I
are
smell dandelions all day. I love
cute.
this smell.
These are by Allie, and they're really cute little polymer mountainscape earrings, and they are opening at $25.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So the ghoulies are at $60 to Mark. Thank you, Mark. Look at you, like you'll be able to just like come up with stories about. I really thought about where the wild things are when I saw this, like, and I thought about like school.
Yeah, I wanna hang that at school.
And I
I'm
thought,
right back from Mark.
and I thought about. No, I just thought about the wildness of humans, and I just thought it's like that one
Oh,
poem.
can I also ask our friends to do something?
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Couple people texted me this week to say, hey, I thought you guys were closing this month. And I don't know why people got that message, but we're closing in December. So I did want to give everybody a year's notice. And I told them last December we're going to close next December. But it does suck that we started a rumor that we're closing right now, because we're not closing right now. Though during hawking season, it's a bit dodgy and a little bit quiet. It will, I promise you, get really packed crowded here this summer, especially since it's our last summer. But if you guys could spread the word and make sure everybody knows that we're not closing this month that I know of. Do you want to show that piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
So we'll show more art. This is by Dimitri. A photo from Romania. Opening is 30. It's framed. It looks like a painting. I'm trying to show the subtlety of this to the people at home.
Oh, can I borrow your phone for a second? Or is it in your butt?
Yeah.
In your butt, man.
There. That took a lot of shuffling, but look at that. It's beautiful. Opening is 30. Hi. Do you have pieces you'd like to put in?
Yeah, we just wanted to delete it. Yeah, we don't want anything.
Oh, that's really sweet. Here, let's I'm gonna put this down and put the light back on. What's your name? Sorry.
I'm Annika.
Annika?
Hell yeah.
Helly. Okay, I remember.
You remember me?
Yes, I remember.
Hell yeah, we remember you.
I missed you guys.
Yes, so nice to see you. Okay.
Did you go away to school?
Yes.
And that's why you're back now?
Yeah.
Are you shocked at how empty it is?
Yes, actually, I'm very shocked.
Cool.
And I would
Before-
always see your guys' live streams. Like, I'd be like, every Wednesday, I'd be like, oh my gosh, wait! And then I'd like tune in sometimes.
Nice. So do you know what we're doing
I'll
next?
just start showing.
No.
Okay. So we decided last December to do one last year. Our second
painted
5-year lease is up
rocks.
at the end of the year. The week after we shut down, we're going to start a new project called the Isle of Rue.
Ooh.
And so every Wednesday we're going to pop back online. it's not so much an auction as we're going to pick a person, place, or thing that deserves attention. Hey, Derek. And we'll what we're going to do is make them an original piece of artwork and do a show about them, like talking about like the first thing that
So here's the theme.
our first episode is going to be about this library in Santa Monica that has Lego for kids that don't have Lego. And so we'll make a 2-hour show about making artwork. And then at the end of the show, Jess's mom picks it up and we mail it to them. And so they'll get a QR code about how they can watch the show, and they'll have another QR code how they can get back to us if they want to talk to us about their episode. And it's going to be more of like a project where we just make art and share a thing. And we might still like sell people's artwork, but we're not going to take a cut because we don't have any more overhead.
Yeah, we don't have to pay rent anymore. So, so this is by Annika. Do you guys have opening bids?
No,
Is it is it multiple things? No.
we can put it together.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Joanne said love for the rock.
Love for the rock. You. Oh, that is so nice.
Kelly,
Would you like to bid on these rocks? This is. Oh my gosh! It is a foot.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, my head is just now seeing butts, and so I thought it was a butt, and now that's all I can see. But look,
Oh, I guess
it's
Yeah.
right. But this is a really sweet little foot in a shoe, a sandal, right? Lovely. So opening bid, whatever you'd like. Should we say $1? This is by Annika, and this is by Helia. I love that tonight was painted rock themed too. It must be summer. It must be summer. It's like
Because you guys.
oh, I got $30 bid for the rock to Georgia.
Which rock? Which rock?
The rock.
Do you
Just
also have a rock?
The rock.
I have 2 rocks in my hand.
Full rock.
Well, life gets complicated really fast here at the Rumble House.
Yeah.
These are really beautiful.
Yeah, I also because I want to go.
Okay.
Sweet. Can I see the stickers?
Nice. So these are by Annika.
Why did you turn it upside down?
I don't know.
You went out of your way to make it wrong.
Okay. So
Yeah.
The
Those are beautiful stickers.
so so Georgia bid 30 on the that's fine. The first rock. So that's on the first.
Oh, the.
Just this one.
Yeah, it was
And then okay. Now gonna confirm all of these things.
I just are these out of my neighbor somewhere or?
There might be too many rocks, but they're special. And you can't
They're
take
special
them for
rocks.
They do
Ah!
It was-
Did you hear Patty's pun?
I'm so sorry.
Okay, there might be lots of rocks, but they're special and you can't take them for granted. Oh, no one was picking it up. Patty, yes.
Oh, I love it here.
And you delivered it
Okay,
so
did you say that you're
seriously. I was
donating
like,
these to the gallery?
Yeah.
What I'd like to do is keep them around for a bit and put them up at a proper price and then give you your half. We would rather you take your half than donate them. But it's a bit slow tonight, so if we can hold on to these for a bit. Did you both go away to school? Are you here for the summer? Oh, good. Good. Is that okay? It's a bit slow tonight. Actually, last week was super slow. It was the hockey game.
There's
I think
actually
like
a lot more bids than there was last week.
last
so-
week was crazy.
so that's something.
But I promise you it'll be like packed and crazy in here within weeks.
Actually,
If not days.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
Some
me.
of this place.
That was my bad. Here.
this
So
is
this
neat.
is also by Allie. If you would like a tiny little knife on your necklace, it's by Polymer Clay.
It's like not sharp enough to hurt you. but you probably could kill somebody with it.
Right.
It's just the perfect.
And then it would be a necklace. Yeah, it has like the wood grain in the handle as well and everything.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Yeah, it was really nice seeing you. We'll see
Welcome
you.
home.
Be back.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
You can both have a sticker if you want.
Oh, we'd love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice.
both take one.
Thank
Oh,
you so
thank
much.
you so much. Yay. Have a good night, you guys. Okay, good. Okay.
Is this one? Let's do this one timed out. What's it at?
Aphrodite's currently at
50? $50 going once. $50 going twice. $50 going 3 times. Topless Aphrodite. You got 10 minutes to catch up on the bid. What's
that one's at 80.
the Gorgon?
the Gorgon.
$80 going once, $80 going twice, $80 going 3 times. Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Why was Medusa also called the Gorgon?
Well, that's what her species is.
Oh,
her name is
I thought she was turned
Medusa.
into.
Well, she was used to be beautiful.
Right, but then how did he turn somebody into a Gorgon?
Actually,
Whose
that's
is
what
this
happens
piece?
when Hera. The other side.
Oh, this is good too. Are you kidding me? Like, this isn't bad.
It's good. No, I know. It's
This
so
isn't
good.
bad. But this one sold
I
at.
love your face. Are you kidding me?
Whose is this?
Tayana. It's by Tayana, and Sean has it for $60.
$60 going once, $60 going twice, $60 going 3 times. Sold for $60 to Sean, my new favorite guy.
Oh,
Does this have a
hold
bid?
on. Sean also has Medusa here.
I know, I put it back there.
Oh, got it.
Does this have a bid?
Yes, that one is at $60.
$60 going once, $60 going twice, $60 going thrice. Not a fan of the word thrice.
Should we bring this one into the auction?
Yeah.
This is by Tanner. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing? This is by Tanner. Opening is $40.
Did the book and the painting get a bid?
That is at $45 to Joanne.
Joanne, $45. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Thank you, Joanne. There's a 10-minute lag for a book at the price of $30 and a painting at $45, which essentially makes this a $15 painting. Pretty happy right there.
Okay.
Here's a funny story. This is a one-of-a-kind, one-of-one print of
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
It was just her feast day the other day.
And I'll tell you the story of this Joan of Arc painting, print. I was contacted by a friend of mine who offered me $500 to make a poster for the Joan of Arc movie. And I just whipped it off, which was great. And I told him I didn't even need the $500, which was fine. And then the gig got canceled, so I didn't get the $500. But this particular print had been priced out at the value of $500 about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And then it got abandoned. So you can actually, then there's a t-shirt and one print of this, but it's a one-of-one print. If you like Joan of Arc, opening bid is $10.
I really love that image.
Well, you can bid on it for $10.
I will bid on. I'll bid $25.
Okay, that's your way of saying don't sell that.
So this piece.
Wait, no, there's something else I wanted to show.
Okay.
Oh, I know
The
what it was.
screen.
No. Man,
Oh yeah. I really love
this is really like all
Rich,
about-
I love this so
I know,
much, and I forgot because there's so many beautiful pieces.
That's a centaur?
Yeah.
Pan.
Pan.
Oh, Pan.
So beautiful.
So interesting because Pan has goat legs and the centaurs had horse bodies.
Yeah.
What were the ones with the 2 legs instead of 4 legs?
Satyrs.
Satyr.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we gonna say? Satyrs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sapphires, Satyrs, whatever.
So why was Pan not a satyr?
Actually, he kind of derives from Dionysus.
Yeah, but why why wouldn't he be considered a satyr though? Like, is he not?
Wasn't
He
he?
would be.
Yeah.
Satyr, I barely even know her.
But again, too, I think that's like Gorgon and Medusa.
Okay, so
like,
where
the
was
names are-
Pan
Yeah.
derived from?
He's fawn, like he's a fauna, like yeah.
Pandemonium.
No,
Yeah.
but is he which was he before Greek? Was Pan pre-Greek?
Ooh. Crap, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Now, I painted this painting. Sometimes this is what I do when I'm feeling not unmotivated, because I'm always motivated. But when I just feel like painting and I don't know what's on the top of my mind, I'll flip through sculptures from art history. And that's a really great place because it leaves me all kinds of color explorations to add to a marble sculpture. But it also gives me some pretty dynamic solid lights and whites, darks and lights. And it also gives me something that I can always believe in. Like, yeah, it's always amazing to paint Pan. But so both of these paintings, that one and the other, were painted from art history sculptures.
Yeah.
Loosely. The only thing is, the sculpture I painted from this pen had a big horizontal bone sticking to the left.
Erection.
Yeah, and so you guys, so it wasn't just that it was a bit saucy, but it was like overly.
Because he's like he
Yeah.
gives you bad dreams.
Yeah.
Good bad.
I did avoid putting the giant boner in this painting because it was distracting, and but there's an allusion to him. You'd have to buy it to find out how, but
He smells delicious and he gives you saucy dreams.
Yeah.
So we got 2 simultaneous bids. So John bid $30 on Joan of Arc, and then Joanne also bid. So now she bid $35. So Joanne,
this is a one of one print. The only one. I'm not selling it to be a pain in the butt, but it's been kicking around my kitchen table waiting to become a movie poster, and the funding fell through for the movie poster, and shit like that happens all the time. But $30 is better than the recycling bin.
Also,
What?
Joanne's name is almost Joan, and she is a powerful
Joanne
warrior.
of Arc. Yes. Okay.
So there you go.
can I show something? Oh yeah, you show that, and then I'm going to show another
Here's the
one.
thing. This is one of my favorite silk screens, and it's still a silk screen, and it's still good,
It's still good.
and it's steel. If you want to bang somebody in the head with it, but you can. Yeah, well, you can screen print more because this isn't just a silk screen. This is the silk screen along with the rights to print. So you could print posters and or T-shirts out of this silk screen, but I'm selling off the screen. And it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get. I remember my dad wanted to become a guy that sold this one particular print, and what he did was he contacted the artist in America that made this print that he really liked. He bought a whole bunch of silk screen stuff. He taught himself how to silk screen, and he started silk screening this print onto a burlap sack, and he had like 300 of the same print. And it was something that like he saw as a sort of a business venture, but this screen comes with the right to print. I'm kind of moving forward into the Isle of Rue.
Yeah.
So if you want to continue making yourself Rumble House shirts or posters, or just have it as an artifact, these screens are really high quality screens. This is house paint, so you probably couldn't wash it off and restart. You could. It's not the same kind of screen. If you know how to stretch the metal ones, you could restretch it. But this screen I'm selling as an artifact. And actually, one of the nice things is you can put them in a window and they cast really nice shadows into your house. But opening bid for this screen is $10 for because we're starting to clear stuff out, and this is
Victor bid 40 for Pan.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's
I-
Pan from? Pan is part of what like I'm thinking Lion, the Witch, and the
See
Wardrobe.
you, take care. No. Mythology. So it's like
That's just the tongue.
Tumnus is maybe like derived from that.
Similar. I wanted to ask. Vic bought my shield.
Yeah.
the one that I'd made for myself, which is the
He's also from ancient Greece. Sorry.
you swerve to avoid a squirrel. Little did you know the squirrel score a life debt. In your darkest hour, the swirl arrives. And that was the shield I painted for myself. I did have one blank shield left, and I kind of had an idea for it. And then what happened was, because I painted myself the squirrel, and because I can't really afford to not sell those shields because they were kind of expensive. Can I have that for a second?
Pan is Greek. I don't know if I said that out loud or just in my
No, you did.
As well.
Yeah.
No, Greek.
Greek. Yeah.
Roman
So-
were all like Athenians.
Romans just took the
But
Greeks.
because is Vic online?
Yes.
Vic, because you bought the shield that I made for me, it allowed me some space to make that final shield. This is the one I'm keeping for myself. It's selfish of me, I know. But this is my my final shield. They're steel, aluminum. Were they steel or aluminum?
Tactical.
They're tactical shields that you can actually use in an Armageddon. I painted a Basquiat on my shield, and then around the edges and the runes, it says something about me thinking I'm a legend, which is super funny. But I'm very grateful to Vic for purchasing $20 for the silk stream. Booyah!
To who?
Okay.
To who?
I don't know. I just got excited. Actually, this is kind of scary. I don't know if you can see this, but on camera, when I hold the screen up and I see my troll and then I pull the screen down, not that different.
It's like a magic trick.
Yeah.
You're trolling.
To Joanne. Thank you, Joanne.
I usually get puns. Is it a magic trick? Is that a pun?
They are magic. I don't care what anyone says.
I don't know. I
They
just said
cause
that.
pain.
I think we're having a different conversation.
Wait.
Who's they?
What did you just say before?
They cause pain.
No, before that.
They are magic.
Before that.
Yeah.
Having a conversation in reverse. Because I said puns when you said something. And I don't know what
I was talking
responding
about how
to.
the river troll on the screen looked like my
Oh,
face.
That is also magic, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who's they? It's funny because Jesse does this to me all the time. And now you're doing it to her. It's poetic revenge.
It was good.
Poetic justice.
It was to Joanne.
Okay, for that pan?
Yeah. No. Victor bid on the pan.
Right.
Joanne bid on the silkscreen, $20.
Right. I think my wife has a crush on the ancient god of Pan, and I am a little jealous.
You are pan.
Ha! I'll take that.
I like that. That's like you're pure chaos, like the wind, and you're just like go around and you play your flute, and you're like,
all this time.
and then
Because we talk about Pan and she starts swooning, and I'm like,
it suits too. You
know,
have the same facial hair.
okay. Is it funny that I was jealous of an ancient myth?
It's cute, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
It makes sense.
I honestly, like, she supports me so well and loves me so well. I never get jealous, but the things I do get jealous over are so, like, I'm sitting there burning in bed, like, I think she likes Pan better than me. And then she's like reading him, like, did you know that he smelled like genitals from 4 kilometers away? I'm like, damn
What a
that
lovely
Pan.
place to be.
Right?
I'm trying to think about, like, in my past, I'm sure other partners in my life had random crushes on people. Like, I can't think of who would have ever told me something, but I do remember I had a friend whose sister, we were sitting on a couch and her boyfriend was right there sitting there. She was sitting there with her boyfriend. And we were watching a Mark Wahlberg movie. And the sister just started like going off on about how bad she was jonesing for Mark Wahlberg, and her fiance was sitting right there. I'm like, are you guys still gonna get married, or is he just gonna wait for Mark Wahlberg to come around? And then there was one. Is it a Johnny Cash song or one of those songs? Where, oh yeah, no. Who wrote the song where they're like, stop it telling? Oh, it's John Prine.
Yeah.
John Prine has a song about how his wife really digs all these country stars, and she's gonna have to pick between her fantasies and him. And so I don't usually suffer those pains, except for you really do kind of gush over Pan, and I'm just like, I'm jealous of this.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Like, if I've ever
I
even
like
told you that?
No, it's super cute.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So
And I
it's-
never told you that you remind me of that.
No, it's good.
That's good. It's all good. This is by Sid. It is so nice to
But
see
you
a
do talk
piece
about Pan like you like me.
of work by Sid. Hand wrapped, beautiful crystal. Opening $30 for this lovely piece. It's really cool too. Look at it. It's kind of like a I'm holding too many goddamn things. This is like
Blaspheme.
hearing the like blood pulse in my left boot.
I don't seem to have. I don't seem to have. I don't seem to
have.
have any problem getting this to focus.
I don't even know
BTW.
I have a mic on right now because it's like hi Patty in comments. like, why do I-
Do you know why it won't film for you? Because your face is so beautiful. The camera wants to look at your face. My face doesn't have a problem with the camera at all. Your face wants to focus on
Could
the face.
also be that I'm constantly moving and you have
Oh, maybe I should have mentioned to you in the past.
don't move.
This painting is free. I'm not sure why I did it. I'm not sure why I kept it. Sometimes I just sit and watch TV, and we ended up with a. It was actually a deck of cards with a whole bunch of Betty Pages on it, and all my Betty Page paintings look like Jess, really. So if anybody would like a Betty Page painting, this one is free. Opening bid, nothing. Going once. Going twice.
This is by Brenda. Purple and white, beautiful clouds. Opening $40 for this beautiful. I think it's a martini shape. But you could put like orange juice or like anything. Opening 40 by Brenda.
Sometimes it's nice to just have a really nice glass. I haven't drank in 3 years, but occasionally I'll get a zero beer alcohol thing.
Yeah.
Or zero alcohol thing, and I'll pour it into a fancy glass, and it's just like, thanks.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Like, yeah, same. We like, I had the urge to get rid of all our nice glasses when we quit drinking because I was like, I need to get these out of here because like all I think about is like how good bourbon smells. And but it's like, but you're right. Just having a really
Can I
nice.
share something that we got? Come on over here.
I was gonna ask gin or vodka martinis, but never mind.
Like bourbon straight.
Guess who's been sober for 666 days?
Whoa!
Sober for Satan.
Whoa!
Maybe
There.
some.
Hell yeah.
A lot of Saturn talk tonight.
Yeah, we're all going to hell.
Save me a spot.
This is by Dimitri and is it Riga is in Lisbon. Please don't hate me. Geography.
Guys at the front, we love you so much, but the live feed, we need the people that are buying the art to be able to hear us.
Opening is
We love you, Derek. We love you, Derek.
opening is $30 for this very lovely cat
Next week, we're all
photo.
going to work topless, and that'll bring the crowd in.
Cat photo. It is getting
Actually, it's just Jess, but I bet you it brings the crowd in. Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. This is by Georgia.
Georgia, Georgia.
Apple blossoms.
No.
Opening $10.
Apple blossoms.
Apple blossoms.
That's the third apple blossom tonight.
Apple blossom dates.
There was an apple blossom rock. There's an apple blossom in my series of trolls.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell me if you like the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Anybody here like the Beach Boys?
I do.
Can I tell you guys a magic story?
Yes.
Smile's a great album.
Yes.
Can I tell you guys a magic story?
Yes.
So I grew up, actually, to tell you the truth, the absolute second band that I ever liked in the world was the Beach Boys. I was in grade 3, and my first band that I liked was Jan and Dean, almost indistinguishable between the Beach Boys and Jan and Dean. I, as a child, had a slight preference to Jan and Dean, the same way I have a slight preference towards Coke over Pepsi. But huge fan of the Beach Boys all my life. And my high school, I teach high school, we took a group of artists, science kids, and band kids to California. We went to Disneyland, we went to the observatory, we went to the San Diego Zoo. I was at the San Diego Zoo actually just about a month ago with a bunch of kids, and my little group of kids needed to fill up their water bottles, and I was filling up water bottles for the kids, 2 or 3 kids, and this kind of older guy walks up. He's got a baseball cap up and a golf shirt, and he kind of's got this funky walk. And I'm looking at this guy going, that dude looks exactly like Mike Love. And I knew that it'd be a while for the water. And I was like, hey man, you need to cut in. You can cut in. He's like, no, that's okay. And then it's like, dude, that's Mike Love's voice and Mike Love's face. And he's wearing like this cap and golf shirt. And I was like totally blown away how much this guy looked like Mike Love. I was actually kind of irritated by it because I thought if you look that much like Mike Love, you should probably dress differently and find a way to indicate that you're not Mike Love of the Beach Boys. And then when the kids finally finished their water, I hadn't filled up my water bottle, but he'd been standing there patiently. And so I said, hey man, why don't you go first? And he's like, I got you. And he sticks his thumb on the water fountain, and he holds the water fountain while I'm filling up my water bottle. And then he smiles, and he does these like finger shooting pointings, like the way Mike Love does, like that, at the pow. And then he tells me, I got to go catch up with my crew. And he takes off. And I'm like, that's a funny way to say that. And I said to the, Derek, are you listening to my story? I said to the teachers I was with, hey, did you guys think that guy looked like Mike Love? And they both like, who the hell's Mike Love? I was, I can't talk to you guys. So I decided it wasn't Mike Love. And then the holiday ends, and I come back here, and then we just happened to turn on the Disney Channel and watched this documentary about the Beach Boys. And as soon as he pops up, it hits me, holy crap, that was Mike Love. He's wearing, now it took me about a week or 2 to realize he was wearing the same baseball cap. They showed like close-ups of him performing, and we saw him recently with Peggy performing, and he does do this weird pistol shooting when he's dancing. And he pistol shot me with his fingers and said, I got to go catch up with my crew. And really the upside to the story is, and I was telling the secretary at my school, and she says, no, he probably knew that you knew who he was. He probably spends his whole life walking around kind of recognizable. And he saw your face light up when you're like, that's Mike Love. And so he was probably thought you were so cool for not saying anything. I was like, yeah, maybe I'm so cool because I didn't freak out and ask him for a photo. But I did, if it was Mike Love, I would have loved to tell him how much the Beach Boys meant to me as a kid. Who said that? You're my new favorite.
Because you're cool, man.
Thank you.
You're really cool.
Nobody actually looks at themselves and thinks they're cool, though.
I'm always like, I suck at everything.
Wait, Rich, why did you shoot my art into space again? Like, what was that all about?
Are you saying that I'm
Because
cool?
we had a rocket.
Yeah,
Because
You had a rocket and you're like, I'm shooting into space.
He's saying you're cool.
Provenance. So
All right.
I have to, Derek, I have to tell you something, and I should have told you this by now.
Okay, what was the purpose of it?
Initially, listen, the initial purpose of it was a rocket, and we told the story about the rocket, and the rocket fits into our mythology quite a bit. But it wasn't until right when we got close, I'm not sure I made a huge deal out of it. It was a giant space balloon.
Oh, yeah. went up.
And
it
so actually, like when you,
was really slow.
well, the thing is, like when you say it's a rocket, it sounds cooler, and then when you say a giant space balloon, it kind of
I used to shoot rockets as a kid, so maybe I'll just go and do that.
the giant space balloon kind of loses its edge. But if you look it up on the Canadian Space Agency,
It's
you'll
really
see that
cool.
it's a pretty badass space balloon.
There's really cool images in the book, actually.
Yeah.
All time.
Yeah.
There's a guy in space with a Nikon, and he's like floating on the arm.
Is that Felix Baumgartner?
I'm not.
There's a guy that jumped out of the near edge of space and then parachuted to the Earth.
That's
Oh wow.
Our space event with the Canadian Space Agency went up into space, right past the atmosphere, hovered for a while, came back down. I told everybody it was going to be a rocket because initially it was supposed to be a rocket, and then later on, the mission got shifted to a space balloon.
They went to space.
We have a whole box of stuff in storage. That's the other half. Half the stuff went into space, half the stuff came back, and we have the other halves of a lot of pieces. People's pieces.
Okay.
There are still 8 people with us listening to my bullshit stories. That's actually pretty amazing. I wonder if you guys know how much I needed to be told I was cool tonight. That actually really meant a lot to me.
Rich, you're cool, man.
Thank you. Oh crap! If I am cool, it's not supposed to matter if I'm cool. I blew it already. That didn't last long.
It's nice that you care about things. Okay. What's going on?
You gonna sing a song?
Okay, yeah. I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave me, life would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you.
That's good.
That was the best ever. That was really good. You really nailed it.
Thank you, everyone.
That was incredible.
Thank you.
Very talented.
Thank you. So
Absolutely.
I love you
Very
guys.
good.
Your positivity tonight, you guys.
So many of us.
I just appreciate.
That was incredible.
There was a lot of love, and I
I wish I
appreciate
had
that.
this.
Did it just come out?
No, I just turned it off because we're finishing.
Oh, we need the mic to finish.
We love you.
We need to hear just
Also,
the mic to
Zach
say,
and Kelly, thank you for joining us.
it's closing time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Stay here. Thank you.
Good one. I apologize.
Hey, did you replace that piece off your camera?
Which?
You had a piece that fell off your camera. You lost a piece of your favorite
Tiny
camera.
Spring. I'm actually gonna make one
Yeah,
on my film camera.
yeah,
But did you get the photos I sent you?
yes, they're beautiful.
Are you happy with them?
Yeah, can I share them?
Yeah, dude. Do anything with
Can I
them.
print
Like,
them?
yeah, man. Like, I was actually gonna give you the rights. So like every photographer and their subject.
I'm gonna print them and put them in my family album.
Take it, all of it, man.
Thank you.
Rights to you, man. Yeah, those
Hey,
are great.
you know what? Here's a funny thing.
I worked really hard on those.
Are you logging us off?
Yes.